Imagine waking up one morning, pouring yourself a cup of coffee, and realizing that tiny old penny sitting in your kitchen drawer is worth nearly $1 million. Yes. 1 cent $950,000, and the craziest part? It's not even that rare, at least, not at first glance. Before you decide to toss your change jar in the trash, stop. You could be sitting on a forgotten fortune. A life-changing coin that turns your dusty drawer into a down payment on a dream life. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1961 D. Lincoln Memorial Penny, how it went from pocket change to a nearly $1 million treasure. And what to look for to know if you have one. Because by the end of this video, you might just be staring at early retirement. Let's rewind the clock. John F. Kennedy has just taken office. The Cold War is heating up. Gas is 31 cents a gallon. And the U.S. Mint in Denver is pressing millions of 1-cent coins bearing the humble image of Abraham Lincoln. Now, here's the kicker. Over 1.7 billion of these pennies were minted that year in Denver. So how in the world can one be worth nearly $1 million? Here's where the plot thickens. Most of those pennies are just pennies. Worth exactly 1 cent, even 6 decades later. But a small handful? They hold secrets in the form of microscopic minting errors, ultra-high-grade conditions, and historical anomalies that make collectors and auction houses salivate. Somewhere between Denver's minting presses and your grandfather's dresser drawer, these coins became legendary, and it gets better, or worse, depending on whether you've thrown one away recently, because one 1961 D penny, graded in MS-67 red condition, was recently valued at $950,000 on the market. That's not hype. That's fact, the kind of fact that could change everything for someone like you. Now, quick question, when was the last time you actually looked at a penny before dropping it in the nearest tip jar? Exactly. You might be tipping away your future vacation home in Maui. Let's break it down. Not all 1961 D pennies are valuable. But the right ones? Life-changing, there are 3 key things that skyrocket this coin's value. 1. Condition, MS-65 to MS-67, red, grade. Collectors pay a premium for coins in near-perfect condition. The term red refers to the original copper luster being intact. Less oxidation means higher value. Now here's the shocking part. Only a few dozen 1961 D pennies have ever been graded at MS-67 red. That's out of millions. So yeah, it's rare. But not impossible. Point 2. Mint mark and strike quality. That little D under the date? It means Denver. But even tiny errors, like a double strike, misaligned die, or weak lettering, can turn a common penny into a cash cow. Collectors love errors. Mistakes to them are like diamonds to a jeweler. Point 3. Provenance and auction frenzy. Coins that hit big auction houses, like Heritage or Stack's Bowers, can see bidding wars drive prices into 6, and even 7, figures. It's not just about the metal. It's about the story. Point 1. Recent auction saw a 1961 D penny ignite a bidding frenzy, ultimately landing a jaw-dropping $950,000 sale. Now ask yourself, is that penny in your attic just waiting for the spotlight? We're about to show you exactly what to look for to know if your 1961 D penny is one of the $1 million ones. But first, let me tell you what not to do. Because one wrong move could turn your treasure into scrap metal. Step 1. Don't clean it. This is the #1 mistake. Scrubbing, polishing, or even rinsing your coin can strip its surface and kill its value instantly. That $950,000 penny? If it had been cleaned, it would have sold for less than $100. Let that sink in. Step 2. Get it professionally graded. You need authentication. Companies like PCGS or NGC will examine your coin and give it a grade. This certificate is your golden ticket. It tells buyers, this penny is the real deal, think of it like Zillow for your coin. Without it, no one knows what it's worth. Step 3. Work with a reputable dealer or auction house once your coin is certified. Don't just list it on eBay. You need a network. That's how these coins get into the hands of serious collectors who will pay what it's really worth. You've made it this far, don't sell yourself short now. Besides, do you really want to be the guy who sold $1 million coin for a $3.50 Starbucks? We didn't think so. So here's your next move. Go check that drawer. Dig into those old jars. Call your parents. Check the glove box, the attic, the coffee tin your grandma used to keep on the windowsill. You don't need to be a millionaire to become one. Sometimes, all it takes is one penny. You just have to know what to look for. Subscribe if you want more real stories about real coins turning into real wealth. And remember, the next time someone says a penny's worthless, you'll know better, because the American dream? It might just be sitting in your pocket. Would you like me to also create video captions, thumbnail text, or a title/description for this script? Imagine finding a single penny in your drawer that's worth more than a luxury home in Miami. You flip it. It's copper. Scratched. Old, but hidden beneath that where is a coin worth nearly $1 million. No, this isn't a myth. It's real. And people are cashing in. Today, we're uncovering the truth about the rare 1970 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, and how its current market value has collectors in a frenzy. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how one tiny coin could rewrite your entire financial story. Let's rewind to the 1970s. The Vietnam War is still raging. Nixon's in office. Gas is 36 cents a gallon, and deep in the Denver Mint, something strange happens. Coins start rolling out. Pennies, to be exact, but a few have a flaw. A printing mishap. A die mix-up. A rare error, the 1970 Lincoln cent with no mint mark on the obverse. Now, before you shrug, no, this isn't a regular 1970 penny. This isn't even a regular Denver Mint penny. This is a misprint, one of the rarest kinds, and just one verified specimen has sold for $950,000 at auction. Let me ask you a serious question. Have you ever checked your penny jar? Because odds are, you might be sitting on wealth you can't even imagine. By the way, if you're still tossing your pennies into your car's cup holder like they're worthless, well, that trash might just pay off your mortgage. Twice. So how do you find this golden goose disguised as copper? First, the basics. Look for a 1970 penny. Flip it. See if there's a tiny D under the date. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you see a D, but it doesn't belong if the font looks off, if the coin shows signs of double die, especially on the Liberty or the date itself, you might be looking at the jackpot. Collectors call it the ghost mint mark. Because it's there, but it isn't supposed to be. Why is this error so valuable? Scarcity. Only a handful exist. And every year, fewer are found, because pennies get tossed, lost, melted, forgotten. Now, here's a little secret the big collectors won't tell you. Many of these rare coins are still in circulation. In drawers, jars, basement shoeboxes across the country, and the price? It's climbing. Last confirmed auction sale, $950,000. Experts predict it could cross the $1 million mark by next year. But here's the thing, even if you find a 1970 penny, that doesn't guarantee you've hit the jackpot. So how do you know if yours is authentic? Let's get into that now. You found the penny, your hands are shaking. Now what? Step 1. Don't clean it. Ever, that old dirt? That where? It could actually increase value. Cleaning can damage the surface and kill your profit. Step 2. Get it graded.pcgs or NGC, the top coin grading services in the U.S. They'll verify authenticity, condition, and value. Step 3. List it with an auction house. Don't sell it on eBay. Don't post it on Facebook Marketplace. You're not selling a used blender. You're marketing a national treasure. This is how collectors and investors find these ultra-rare pieces, and this is how you, someone who never imagined owning a six-figure penny, could change the trajectory of your wealth forever. And no, handing it to the gas station cashier does not count as monetizing your assets. If you've ever thought financial freedom was out of reach, think again. It could be sitting in a dusty drawer inside a coin dated 1970. Start searching. Check your jars. Your parents' jars. Your grandparents' collections. This isn't just coin hunting, this is your shot at legacy. Want to see what other coins are worth millions? Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, because next week, we're uncovering a 1943 penny that might just outvalue this one. And remember, sometimes, the smallest coin holds the biggest future. Would you like me to create a video storyboard, voiceover sample, or visuals guide for this script?